go. I said we too turned up. Tune in the radio, you know we too turned up. Too turned up. Yeah, you're on the radio, you know we too turned up. Let's get it, too turned up. Yeah, too turned up. Yeah, you're on the radio, you know we too turned up. Too turned up. Yeah, we too turned up. Tune in the radio, you know we too turned up. TooTurnedUp.com, the livest radio show with the livest host. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, y'all? We back again for another edition of Too Turned Up Radio. I'm here. You know me, Wayne Bankroll. And to the left of me, you know who it is.
The left.
To the right.
Oh, man. Els Falco, ELZFALCO. You already know. Too Turned Up.
Okay.
You're supposed to introduce our co-host, our guest co-host, the amazing, talented Delo D. You tell him what's going on, man.
Yeah, what's up? My name is Delo. You can find me on Instagram. It's DELO.official and official in German.
What are you known for? Why are we following you?
I'm a rapper, producer, and a songwriter. And
He sound like Cali Weed too. We ain't gonna discuss that though.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And today we are joined by two lovely individuals.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, sir.
Starting to my left.
To your left? Oh, me.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
yeah, sorry, my bad. My name is Will. I am the director and writer of Lanier movie.
Lanier movie, baby.
Yep.
And to the left of him, who we
Yeah.
got?
I'm Cindy. I'm William's wife, and I'm also director and writer of Lanier movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, let's go into it. So since we are combined by the lovely co-hosts and two amazing individuals, me and my brother here, sir, we would like to know your guys' background. Can you give us a little bit more than just being the creators of Lanier? Just tell us a little bit about yourself, where we can find you guys, you know, and just what you guys are doing.
Okay. Do we already shout out our Instagrams? Do we need to do that?
You can.
You
You can do it,
All
man.
right. So make sure y'all follow, first and foremost, before we go into it, make sure y'all follow Lanier movie. So at LANIER, then movie. And yeah. So background, man. Where do I even start? I'm just gonna start about like when I first got into like acting, because I think that's where it all started. No, actually, I take that back. That's not where it all started. No, it is where it all started. Okay, so I wanted to do the Will Smith kind of format as to where, you know, like I wanted to do music first, as y'all heard about, like off the air. I wanted to do that first, and then dive my way into acting.
Gotcha.
And just work my way up the ladder pretty much to be into movies. Along the way of doing music, I met my lovely wife here. And I don't know, at some point, like I just felt like I didn't want to do music because I watched Breaking Bad. I think that's what it really started for me.
Gotta explain that. What you mean? You mean you saw Breaking Bad and you was like, I want to be the person that makes that kind of series, pretty much?
Yeah, that's what really did it. Because acting for me, I saw how tough it was. Not that I was a bad actor, but people need to understand, like, you have to be marketable. Even if you can act really good, those casting directors have to look at you and say, like, okay, yeah, he looks like a jock, or he looks like a doctor, or he looks, a lot of it is based on, like, how you look, your height.
This is like typecasting, pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much. Like your hair. It could be anything but your acting. And I didn't really like that because I felt like I was coming close to some roles. Like, for instance, I auditioned for, like, Dr. Dre in the NWA movie. And I remember being at the callback and just hearing...
Which character, if you don't mind if I...
Dr. Dre.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To be Dr. Dre.
Yeah, I wanted to be Dr. Dre. And I remember going to, like, the callback, because I got a callback for it. But when I talked to some of the other actors who, like, they've been in some movies and they had more of a name, just some of what they were saying of, like, you know, like, I hope I get this. And someone saying, well, even if I don't get this, I got another, like, project in the pipeline.
Right.
I'm hungry for this. Like, I want this shit. Like,
Didn't they end up remotely using, like, some of their sons anyway, though?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, so-
that's even
It
crazier.
was like, look at you,
Yeah.
using my son.
Exactly.
You made me do this for nothing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think Dr. Dre's character, I don't know if he was related, but he was really good. But it's just more so like sometimes it's just about who you know, and maybe it's not even about my ability. So when I felt that, I saw Breaking Bad, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this show has given me a rush of like, you know, like how do I explain it? It's like an awakening. Like wow,
Like
you can.
any two people could fit in that category. It really didn't matter the characters, pretty much. It just had to be good writing.
Yeah, it
good
just had to be
cinematography.
exactly, and it just felt so real. That story of Breaking Bad, so it made me feel like oh my gosh, I think I want to make something that could happen in real life, but it's a drama, and you just have so many dynamics going on, and it's like it just feels real because that's what gave me that like creativeness to be like, okay, I want to actually try to write like a pilot, or I want to try to write anything like remotely with characters that I've met somewhere in high school, or I met somewhere like going outside, like I've met somebody. So when that happened, I wrote like my first pilot called Trapped with another writer. That was the whole situation. We wrote something dope though. We wrote something really dope. I won't go into it because I can't. But it was really great, and we got a lot of like coverage from it. A lot of people wanted it. We got some great notes about it, but he wouldn't really like give me any creative control because at the time he was a writer. I wasn't really a writer. I came to him kind of with this dynamic of what I had. And he kind of crafted it together around the story. But a lot of the notes that we were getting, it was like, we see it, it's very strong, but I want you to give me more of like the main character or the protagonist with the antagonist.
Gotcha.
Because I wrote it kind of like Breaking Bad, as to where you have like Walt, who doesn't come from the world of like cooking meth, but
It was a thriller too?
nah, that was a drama.
Okay, gotcha.
That was a drama.
It was a
So
drama.
yeah, drama. So it was kind of like that. It was like two separate characters. One doesn't come from the world of like drugs and stuff, but he gets thrown into it. So that was kind of what it was. But then like after Trapped, after that didn't work out, I started on my next pilot, which was Welcome to America. And this is kind of how we segue into how my honey got into like the whole writing thing, because there was we were writing this pilot, and
And this is y'all together.
this was us together.
Yeah, well,
At this point, at first it was just me.
only
So
him.
how'd you talk her into like how that happened?
He didn't.
I didn't.
Just
You
involved
just-
myself.
She just
Yeah.
involved herself because I told her like, man,
Give me that paper.
yeah, like I was frustrated. I was stuck on one
was
part. Like I think it was like the end of Act 1 or whatever, and I was like, I don't know what to do.
It was
Like
a
I'm going to
school
bed.
fight scene.
Yeah.
Like, so
I
you
remember.
pretty much like as you're writing it, pretty much you like had her reading over it, like you know, like what do you think? Like so basically she was with you all steps of the way until she fully
Yeah.
hopped in. Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
before
some
she-
people are different
Yeah.
when they're creative and they writing stuff like, no, you know, I don't want you to see.
Yeah, I just want to know. I was like, is this shit stupid? Like, tell me, like, if you were watching this, because I don't really like stuff that I watch, and I'm like, this is kind of stupid. Like, you made that go together just because, like, you got lazy, or it's just like, well, we can just do it. And I didn't want to do it. I wanted it to like flow. So there was a point I was stuck at, and then I went to sleep, and I woke up.
And the scene was done.
And the scene was done, and she wrote it. And she-
What?
yeah, she wrote the scene.
Wait, so when
So
you,
she went
you
to
was-
sleep.
The time difference, like,
Yeah.
Oh.
he would go to bed, I would go to work. He would go to bed at like midnight, so it's 6 a.m. in Germany. Oh, sorry.
yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know
yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
Right,
and
So they were in two different places.
Two different
yeah,
places
One
yeah.
time.
I was in Germany. He
Yeah.
was
in Georgia.
in Georgia,
Right.
Two
and
G's.
yeah, yeah.
Jeez.
Double up.
I like that. Yeah.
Hey.
And I was at work and I was bored. Like I had a full-time job that was basically a part-time job, so I was kind of just
So he sent you the script over.
I was able to
Yeah.
I was able to read it.
Oh, like how you have like that group, like Google Share or something like that.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much?
exactly.
Okay.
We were
I
working
was-
in cell text, but I think I collabed you in it or something.
Yeah, just so I could read over it. And
Aw,
I'm a
that's
grammar
nice.
nerd, so I did the grammar.
Yeah. I
But
need
yeah,
work
I
for
was already done with my work stuff. I had like half a day left, so it was I think it was like 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. in Germany, so it was like 6 a.m. So he was still out. So I'm just writing the scene, and I was like, I'm just gonna send it to him and see what he says. And then he literally read it, and he was like, "You wrote this? Like you did this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did it while I was at work because I was bored." And that's how I got thrown into it, like into it. We literally.
All night.
Yeah, from that on, we just like wrote the entire thing together.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From that moment on, when she did that, I was like,
That's
it's
the
game on now.
Yeah.
It's game on. You in this now.
Game
Now.
on, Wayne. Game
Yeah.
on, Garth.
That's
Yeah.
where it really started. And then we wrote Welcome to
I'm
America.
getting a ring after this one.
No, that was not the goal, but yeah.
No, you didn't know. You said, "Oh man, look at the bank account. Oh, she's getting married."
No.
But
Hey,
we,
man, being helpful goes a long way.
Fact.
I mean, yeah.
You are an
Big time.
asset to a man.
Yeah.
no, absolutely.
Oh.
Do
Always.
that. I promise
Yeah.
it'll work every time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to be. I don't want no liability. I want someone that's gonna like challenge me, make me better.
Oh, I'll
Like-
challenge you.
For real. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, yeah.
But
we
like
we
you
do that
better-
to each other.
But you
Like,
contributed. That's like something big. Like you gotta think of most men and how they make money, or even just what they're doing as their dream.
Yep.
The person next to them is really not contributing to that. Like a lot of people, like they'll fuel, like, yeah, go ahead. They encouraging words, but they're not legit in it. Like you,
Oh,
Every
yeah.
relationship dynamic's
I
different.
guess I'm not out here killing and bashing people. But I'm just saying, if it's clearly there and you can clearly see it, that's a big thing.
Word.
Yeah.
So for anybody in a relationship, if it ain't going the way you want it to go, just figure out a way you can be an asset. I promise it helps.
Word.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Being an asset definitely
I
helps.
do that in everything we do. I
Yeah.
feel like, well, we do that to each other. Like,
Yeah, we do.
yeah.
We honestly always have, because I'm just like, well, I mean, shit, you working towards something, I
Yeah.
need to contribute in some regard. I'm working towards something. Now it's us. In marriage, it's us. It's no longer
Yeah.
me, you.
Me and you. Yeah.
So you said you want to make music. I'm like, baby, I ain't got the best voice, but
Uh-huh.
Oh,
it's us. It's some regard. I mean, I don't know. I can tell you if it sounds good, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
what I grew up on and what my parents had shown me, like obviously.
But what kind of music did you do? Or do you do?
Do I do? So I'm more like, I like Joyner Lucas. Y'all heard me talk about him earlier. So I grew up on like, the whole Wayne era, Cassidy, the rap battling.
So he wants some bars.
Hustler.
He wants some bars.
Well, before Drake,
Prison
like
sentence.
before we even knew of a Drake, it was always Wayne, Cassidy, Eminem, Big L,
bars.
basically bars.
Bars.
Candy.
Bars. So yeah, that's the type of music that I do. But going back to like the film, so after Welcome to America, once we wrote that pilot, we got some good like coverage. Same thing, pretty much like we would ask like experts, like,
Yeah.
could y'all give us notes on this? We got some good reads on it,
Yeah.
but
And then you did the short film
yeah,
that I couldn't be a part of.
And
'cause
then
I
we
was
did the-
stuck in Germany.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then we did the short film.
Sorry.
We did a lot of short films, honestly.
Yeah.
Like before there was a Lanier, we did a lot of short films.
So while you were doing this, was this like your main source of income, or were you like working?
Oh hell
too
no, I was
along with-
broke. I was broke, dog. I was living.
You gotta tell them the struggle.
Oh yeah, oh
Like,
no,
you
big
doing
struggle.
these movies and what you doing?
Big struggle. I just wasn't making movies. That's for sure. I was struggling. I was pretty much living with my mom and dad, just trying to figure it out. Like
What was you doing for work at the time?
shit, I wasn't doing nothing. I was like, Mama, I'm gonna figure this. I'm gonna figure this
I'm
out.
gonna do these movies.
Yeah.
and that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but then of course, my mom was like, get a job. And my whole thing is like, if your mom or dad are telling you to get a job, it's just like, in the end, like I feel like you have to do that like temporarily. But I kind of proved the point to my dad like later on, like, cause I told him like at every moment y'all told me to get a job, I was so unhappy doing it. But now that I'm doing what I love, now it's like, just imagine if back in the day I kept doing what I was doing, because I maybe would have got there faster. So that's what I explained it to him. I would rather just try to figure it out, because I'm going to figure it out eventually, and just do that instead of doing something I don't want and I miss out on like an opportunity.
Yeah.
Because it only takes one to really get you going.
Very true.
But yeah, so when my honey was moving, that's when my mom was like, oh yeah, you got to get out this house. you ain't about to be here with Cindy. You got to figure it out.
Yeah.
So literally, she moved at that point, and my mom was like every day, like. Because we only stayed to my mom.
When are y'all moving?
When are y'all moving? Because we only stayed there for 2 weeks, basically.
We figured it out quick.
Yeah, we figured it out quick. So at that point, I had a job at Whole Foods, and I was doing like Lyft at that point, like, and
I was not allowed to work.
she wasn't allowed to work for a year, so I had to hold it down for a year. Shit was rough. Shit was
terrible.
tough,
I hated
man.
You still was on the movie hustle too, though.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I was still in the movie hustle.
We did-
3 jobs in one. That's work right there.
We did Uber Eats like for a long time, and that's when we wrote like our first featured script, like not a TV pilot, it was the first featured script, and
So you doubled down in the whole idea
Oh,
of
absolutely.
movie creation too, like.
we had an idea, and we were
Wow.
both like, oh, we need to write this down, and we wrote most of the script during Uber Eats, like.
Yeah, while we were riding around the city,
The
delivering
groundbreaking
food.
idea was at Pizza Hut.
Yeah, was that
We
Pizza
were
Hut?
delivering Pizza Hut, and he was like, "What is that called when you put like a baby into another woman, and they carry the baby for you?" I was like, "It's a surrogate," and he was like, "That's it." And that's a crazy script though. We want to do that like after Lanier, but that's a $5 million
Message.
budget. So
Yeah, definitely. If
Y'all,
not more.
y'all some sponsors.
Some sponsors.
So
Yo, sponsor them. Spike Lee.
Sponsors.
Hook him up.
yeah,
Come
or
on,
Jordan
brother.
Peele.
Jordan
Can I
Peele.
ask you something?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Before she came to America,
Uh-huh.
was there somebody who supported you on your way doing movies,
Yeah.
writing movies? Because you said like your mom and dad was saying get a job.
Yeah, I think they always supported me, right? They always supported me wanting to make movies, but when I wasn't making money, they were like, we can't support you like at this moment because you
That's
need to
why I'm
figure it
asking.
out. Yeah, so I feel
It's
like
always that way.
they were like, what's that called? Like halfway on the fence. It was like, we support you, but you still need to work and get a job, which is understandable. But like I told my dad at that point, I was like, you see, like. If you're gonna go out here and do something you don't want to do, you got to give yourself like a deadline. Like I'm only gonna do this for a year or whatever, and I got to make the next step towards what I want to do.
Okay.
And that's kind of what we did with Uber and Lyft, to be honest.
Yeah, we did.
Honestly, until
Yeah,
then
we
we
did.
got into like video editing and actually
We made YouTube videos.
making
Yeah.
YouTube
And
videos.
that was y'all's sole source of income?
Like him working. Yeah, it was basically, it was Whole Foods at first, then it was Lyft. I was on this cringy ass live streaming app. It was called Bigo, and
Is it
I
still
was-
exist?
I
or
was
no?
I
Yeah,
was
it still
able to
exists.
make money. Like they put me on the contract as I'm still in Germany, so I was able to cash the money without like. It was not tax fraud or anything. So I was able to make like I made 200.
Heavy on that.
I was making $250 a month, but that was
A
better.
month.
I can't do nothing, so I can't sit there and do nothing and contribute absolutely nothing to the like bills and stuff.
Give
So,
you a little Bigo deal right now.
so but it was terrible. There was only like pedophiles on there,
Oh, no.
gross old men, and
Yeah.
like
Wait, what kind
lots
of?
of.
Sound like
What was
TikTok.
it?
No, I'm just kidding.
Real though, TikTok looks so much like it.
What you want working at?
No, like gifts,
When
and
we say
then
in
those
Germany,
gifts have
we're
a
dancing
certain
hip-hop,
value,
hip-hop
and
is
if you
choreography.
make like
Okay,
this
yeah,
many
yeah.
dollars,
That's what I'm saying. I know.
a day,
They're
that's
all the
like
same type of
Okay.
thing that
Yeah.
exists.
Yeah.
So what is it? So what is it when you do the pole thing?
yeah, but they always like
Just
I'm
stripping
a
off.
dancer.
Just stripping.
Aggressive.
I'm a
Expression
dance.
or nothing.
And then,
You
you know,
gotta
they-
strip like
if you
that.
say I'm a
Dance.
dancer, then
Yeah,
people
A lot of people know
like,
this
no,
podcast.
yeah, you dance.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you say I'm a stripper.
I'm a
Hip
dancer.
hop. No,
Yeah.
I
I mean,
dance.
That's true.
And so she would literally, you know,
No,
I'm a dancer.
it ain't me.
She not gonna
I do
overly say
choreography.
I'm a stripper.
That's
Bro,
true.
in Germany, if you go to a strip club in Germany, you don't see girls there which are not working there. If you go if you go in US into a strip club.
So
it's
every
like
single
also
girl
regular
in
girls.
there, yeah.
Yeah, in the strip club, you know.
No, it'd be
Probably,
regular
but in
people
Germany,
just.
it's not like that.
Okay,
So-
that's
Yeah.
different. Cause you can go to Magic City
Girls
one
are
day
not-
and there will be just girls in there with their own section
Bro,
with the stripper.
girls in Germany,
What are y'all in here doing?
Atlanta's a wild place.
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
A lot of people bring people
but in
with
Germany,
them.
not even girls are not even
They're not allowed?
to enter into that strip club.
Even if they were
No.
gay or anything, like they
No.
still wouldn't let them
No,
in.
Then you go to a gay bar.
Then they go to get
You
right.
you can't go to the straight.
Not fellow German.
You can't go to the straight.
Are straight people allowed in gay bars?
Just don't do no gay
I don't
stuff.
know.
I don't know. I just wanted to ask the
They
devil
can't-
advocate question.
They can't look at you and be like, "Oh, you straight? You ain't coming in here." I don't think that's possible.
Nah, we saw you leave that strip club and you just gonna walk over here. Nah, man.
But what I was trying to say is, I would do choreography, dancing, like actual trying to entertain, like because the whole app is about entertaining people, and they will all tell me twerk, twerk, twerk. I'm like, I'm not twerking on this app. I'll be telling them like I'm
not
married.
twerking on this app.
I got people coming in there be like, hey, like I'm an agent. You can come to my agency, make more money. Just like don't tell people that you're married.
Goddamn
Like
scammers. I don't.
to act like you're single. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not selling myself or my body for some money.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not doing it.
Well,
So
I'm glad you knew that, cause
Oh, yeah.
like what
you
are
don't
you asking
know,
for?
now you
What are
know.
trying to do? I'm already on this platform by myself. What do you want?
Yeah.
I can boost you. Boost me how?
Little
Yeah.
booty.
Boost me, boosty. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So once we got into video editing, that's really when things like took a turn for us. Like we made like some good income with what we love to do without having to. Well, we did video edit and do Uber Eats like at the same time. Like we edited in the morning, afternoon, and then in the evening we would do
You had
Uber
to
Eats.
schedule together. That's
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
for
we
sure.
had a schedule.
And then we would write the script after we're done Uber eating. Like
Yeah.
it would be 11 p.m. and I'm sitting there like,
And this is for that other
What
movie
did you say?
before. And this is not linear.
This is not linear.
yeah,
this
this
is
is
You said
before.
welcome.
it's called The Other
America.
Side.
No, the other side. Okay.
The other side.
So-
Hello from the
So before
other
linear, how many
side.
movies did you make before? Like this
None.
is.
This is our
This is
first.
our first feature
This is our
film.
first
So
feature
that
film.
was just
That's
y'all
just
writing
the
a
script.
script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you had mentioned you wrote another script earlier.
That was Welcome to America.
That was like a
Right.
drama
That's a
pilot.
TV
But
pilot.
That's how I started writing. I started writing drama pilots first
okay,
before a movie.
but you never turned that into something.
Short
Gotcha.
film. Short film.
Ah,
Well, yeah, it was a short film, but
That won an award in Beverly
Now let's
Hills.
get into
Oh, really?
It's just not.
Lit.
Not
yeah.
Y'all doing
See,
linear.
you underselling
Yeah,
it.
I thought you meant like in its like totality. Did I make like a full
Oh, okay, yeah.
pilot? But yeah, I
Right.
made a short film. It did win an award at Beverly Hills for like best film.
Nice.
It did. It did. Yeah, that was the goal until like Get Out came out. Then when Get Out came out, when I saw
That's
that,
when
Change the game.
that's when I got the horror bug, because I was like, wow, like Jordan Peele just mixed racism in with a horror. Like he made a whole entire subgenre of horror. And I think that's what really like pulled me in, because I was like, oh damn, like Welcome to America is basically like
social drama.
it's a social drama about like, you know, someone being profiled by a white cop. They get shot. It kind of dwells into that. It would have made a good miniseries, but when I saw
Yeah.
Get Out, I was like, oh, he just combined it an element of Welcome to America and put it in a horror, and boom, it was over with after that. I was like, oh my god, like we could do a horror, because horrors are cheaper to make, always, nowhere near as expensive, you know, as a drama or a comedy. Like all horrors.
Oh shit!
Snap!
Oh my gosh, this scared me.
What happened?
The power cut out.
Oh,
We back, y'all.
We didn't even. we didn't even get to Lanier, man.
Yo, I talk a
We're
horror.
talking about horror.
That was crazy.
Yo, our stream, everything is remote, so we're still in the game.
we're still
Yeah,
in the game.
nothing-
You got that?
Nothing's plugged. We all.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
Yo, all that talk of horror.
That was so
Don't do
crazy.
that.
But What was I saying?
Oh, he's talking horror.
I made horror movies. I made one. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, horrors are cheap to make. So when I saw that, I was like, man, like Jordan Peele, like granted, like Get Out cost like $3 million to make, but still in the grand scheme of things for a movie, like that's really cheap.
Yeah.
So that's where we kind of were like, man, let's make a horror movie. And what happened after that?
So
Like
when
after Get Out kind of gave us the bug.
So once we wrote The Other Side, that's when we approached some people to help us make The Other Side.
Right.
And they talked about Lanier.
Oh wait, are y'all good?
Yeah.
Are we still good?
Nah, we're good.
Oh, okay.
Just making sure. Oh, you need to attach the battery. Okay. That's when we talked about Lanier.
Yeah.
And then we had lots of creative differences with those people. So we ended up not making we had half the script for a totally different Lanier movie, but I don't want to get into it because I don't want, you never know who's listening, but like it didn't work out between those people and us.
Creative differences.
And they didn't want to pay anybody, so it's a problem. And so we decided we're gonna shelf it and we're gonna make a trailer for The Other Side to make like a proof of concept and hopefully get funding for that. Until
before you get into it,
yeah,
I did want to ask because I wanted it in a chronological order.
yeah.
What's the beginning to ending phase of y'all making the movie? Like, how does this start? I want to make a movie and bam.
All right, so you came up with the script from the pizza.
You talking about Uber?
No,
You talking about The Other Side?
No,
Oh,
You
The
want
Other
us
Side.
to do it for
Lanier.
Lanier?
Oh, Lanier?
That's basically what I'm getting into. So
yeah.
So the beginning, go ahead.
Yeah, we had wrote half a script for to work with these other people to make a Lanier movie.
When you say work with them, because I know you guys, you wrote it, you filmed it, and you directed it. So since you did all that, when you say work with these other people, they were just involved with like acting, or they was gonna put money in it and everything too.
They were gonna be in it. They were gonna be acting in it and putting money into it, but not a lot of money. And the most horrifying part was they're like, oh, we don't need a script. We can just do like bullet points. And we literally both looked at each other and we were like, yeah, this ain't
Because
gonna
y'all were
work.
writers.
They ain't gonna work. We can't make a movie with bullet points. That's just not working.
So they wanted to improvise the movie pretty much.
Pretty much.
They wanted to do like found footage, improvise. It was really just
Like Blair's Witch Projects?
yeah,
Yeah,
literally that was
exactly.
their example. They were
Blair
like, we
Witch
kind of want to do like
Project,
a Blair Witch
okay.
project.
I was like, nah,
But
I don't want to do that.
The history of Lake Lanier a movie like that wouldn't have done that justice. So we shelved it. We were like, nah, we're just gonna do something else. And then his or maybe, and then his friend asked me nothing, and he's like, yo, I got a really great idea for a horror movie, and we were like, amazing, and he was like, you know what, we could tie Lanier into that because it fits with like the history of the lake, and that's when we decided like, okay, let's do it. That's how it starts. We were like, okay, we're gonna make a movie about Lake Lanier. We need to do the research, and then we need to write a script and see. We automatically know like we're gonna do horror because there's the big question: is Lake Lanier haunted or not?
And this
So
is like just all idea based. This isn't like, what is it gonna cost?
No, not at all.
Are we gonna get people to even sponsor? We're
No,
gonna
just-
just make it. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna write this,
Oh,
and
but
then
when you wrote it, you didn't wrote it. It was a fandom that pulled up. You
Yeah, I
you were
don't
trying to stick to budget.
Yeah, so at first, so when you
No.
first write, I don't write with a budget in mind. I'm just
That's
writing
terrible.
just to put it together, and then I'm like, oh shit, like, oh, this gonna cost a lot of money.
That's how it happened.
That's how it happened,
really.
because I was like, oh, we can shoot this for like $1 million. Like we can get $1 million and make this movie.
Yeah.
So that was our thought.
That's the
going
first.
into it.
The first script was a $1 million script, and someone actually estimated it at $2 million.
Yes.
And we were like,
Yeah.
oh,
They estimated at $2 million.
wait a
the judge
minute.
was like, where do we get this $2 million from?
So
Like,
out of
Yo.
one script,
Yeah.
out of one finished script, we had to make 20 different drafts to fit the actual budget.
Drafts.
We have to
Every
rate 20
every
drafts.
draft, it was lesser. Like it was a
So-
90-minute film, then it was an 80-minute film, then it was a 75-minute film, and then it ended up being a 72-minute film.
72, yeah.
But it was
So,
like 60-something pages.
When you originally wrote it, they were eating like steak from Ruth Chris, and then by the time the 20th, it was Chipotle.
Basically,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Yeah, and we were not happy with that, but we were like, well, we're so deep in it now, we have to do it.
So I'm
Yeah.
guessing as you shortened it, you had to pretty much change the chronological order. Like, we got a story, but if we got to end it early, then this needs to happen faster, pretty much. And you
Oh
had
my
to keep
God.
scrapping
Pretty
it.
much,
Everything
yeah.
is like
Yeah.
this.
So it's like I had
gotta-
to condense the whole idea pretty much every time it changed.
Yeah, you just
I
got to
get it.
keep pushing up like the ending or whatever you think the ending is. You got to change the ending just to
Yeah.
pretty much wrap up the story because
Like, we're
you
not
only
gonna
got so
give
much
that
money.
backstory
Yeah.
right here to say what happened. It's just gonna happen, and hopefully they just
That's
understand
exactly. There was one
Yeah,
scene
basically.
I freaking loved that scene, and we couldn't do it because like budget-wise, it wouldn't have worked. 2 minutes, I think.
It's like
an
an hour
and
12,
15.
15 minutes.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that.
But you,
I watched it twice.
you watched it
Yeah.
twice?
Oh, let's go. Thank you.
Hello, good.
Let's go, D-Lo. Appreciate you.
See?
All right, so I wanted to ask, how did you guys get the funds to make the movie?
It's a great question.
Going nice.
When we first thought it was $1 million, that's how we honestly got our first investor.
Sizzle first. Sizzle first.
Oh yeah, the sizzle first. Okay, so
Yeah.
we made a sizzle for Lanier, and basically what that is, it's like a proof of concept to prove to an investor, like, okay, this is the vision. This is why you should invest in us, because it's far more than just a script.
And that's like a site, right?
A site.
No, it's like a we did like a trailer type thing. So we did like a
So you get a trailer and then you make it a sizzle.
No, a trailer of the movie.
yeah, we made a trailer
Like
of the movie.
a-
but it's
Yeah,
not-
basically.
Oh, so that's what's called sizzle.
Since it's not the official trailer of
Gotcha.
the movie, it's
It's called a sizzle.
Yeah.
So that's what
Gotcha.
we did
Yeah.
first. We put up our own money to do it. We spent way too much money, but anyway.
It was
Yeah,
way
we
too
did.
much money.
We did.
Hold on, I'll let you know. I'll give
Both
you
of
numbers
us.
in a second. So it was me and her. We put up our own money to make the sizzle because I was like, "Fuck it, man! Like this is a great concept. Like, why would you not buy into this? Like,
Plus, it's based on a true story, so.
yeah." So we were like, "Let's make it." We did everything basically wrong, basically. Like
Yeah,
I
we
can't
did.
even think of something we did right other than just making it.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is hired the wrong people that were
Ooh.
money hungry, people that were, like we talked about off
They
air.
spent our money.
Yeah, they were scammers basically. Like they took advantage of new filmmakers that didn't have adequate knowledge of like everything. Because remember, this is our first time making like a movie.
Yeah.
We just know how to write movies.
Yeah.
It's a total different world when you get into like producing and making the thing that you wrote, right?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Right? So after we learned from that, we met our biggest investor, Angel McCautry. She's a former WNBA player.
She's still a WNBA.
Oh, my bad. I thought, she's still
No,
playing?
she's not officially retired.
Oh, my bad. Okay. She's still a WNBA player.
Ballin'.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And, she got some gold medals as well. She's fire at ball. So she saw our sizzle on Everything Georgia on Instagram, and immediately she messaged the Lanier movie Instagram page.
Yeah.
And she was like, "What is this about? Like, tell me more."
Where are you at in the stage? Like, are you still looking for investors? Is
Exactly.
it already done?
Yep.
And we were like, oh shit.
Yep.
Were you
And-
like on
Get-
GoFundMe or?
No,
No.
she just reached out to our Instagram page,
Oh wow.
and she
And
was
what's
like,
so you guys posted the sizzle to Everything Georgia?
Yeah, Everything
GA
Georgia.
followers official.
I mean, yeah, Georgia followers official.
You gotta pay for
I
that,
don't
don't
know it. I don't know it. You're talking
It's
like
not free.
Oh, really?
It ain't free.
No, it ain't
Everybody be acting like stuff be free. Ain't
No,
It ain't
that's like
free.
$1,200 right there just to
Yeah.
post it on there.
Just
So
to post
Georgia, to answer your question, Georgia followers, that's a big Instagram page that just
About
features
Georgia.
things in Georgia. He has like
It's fire.
400,000, 500,000 followers.
Yeah.
So, if you feel like you got a fire music video and you want to be known locally,
And you got
put it
some
on there.
money and you
And
really
you
got
got
some
some
money
money.
yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you really want to invest in yourself, that's what you
okay, I
do.
understand, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we did, and then Angel, you know, she was interested, and then we just hopped on a call, and we
showed her our pitch deck.
we made
You
a
have
pitch
to make
deck.
like a whole pitch and explain everything, explain the money side of it, and
Can I use
just
PowerPoint?
explain explain like the movie, like what is the movie about, how we're gonna approach like marketing, all of that stuff, and why it would be a good idea to invest in the movie. And we did that, and she was she was game.
She was game.
Sorry.
Yeah, she was
My
sold.
brain was
Dylan
fried.
gang.
She was
Yeah.
sold on it, and she invested $50,000 in Lanier
Oh wow.
Yeah.
after that call.
Yeah.
$50,000, and that was when I was like, damn,
This
like
is gonna happen.
We can do
I'm
it.
on cloud
Yeah.
9. She's the first one to really like believe in us.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, it's game on. Now,
Well,
now we
actually-
got after she invested that what?
You didn't believe it. He didn't believe it. Until
Absolutely not.
Until the money was in the bank account. He was like, I don't know. She's been taking so long. And I was like, no, like, give people some time. Like, that's a big decision. But
Yeah.
he did not believe it until it was in the bank account.
And I didn't believe it, obviously, because what we talked about
Seeing is
off
believing,
air
yeah.
as well. Like, I don't really, and I think it's better I think that way. I don't want to believe it because I'll be surprised when it does happen. So I don't
You don't get disappointed.
I don't get disappointed because I'm like, you ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
And then she did it, and I was like, oh shit,
That's
she did
what-
it.
Yeah.
I was like,
that's-
all right.
Yeah, we jumped when that happened.
That was probably like the most excited we were about Lanier, like in that moment.
Yeah, for sure.
There's two moments, but that one right there, that put like a jetpack on our back, and we were like flying in the air, like,
Yeah.
all right, we got to do this shit now.
we were like, now it's happening.
Now we only need $950,000.
Yeah.
That was kind of what we were thinking. Like,
That
whoa,
didn't work.
we're getting closer.
That
Yeah.
sounds crazy.
So like, how did you get more investors?
We didn't really. All right,
Okay.
so
Got like two more.
we got 2 more investors because we had a lot of. You want to talk about bullshitting? We had so many
Yeah.
investor calls where they were like, "I got access to all this capital. I
Gonna
can do
invest
this."
25K. We got stood up at a restaurant.
We got stood up at a restaurant.
My
That
cousin
sounds
P
crazy.
Diddy's brother.
Yeah.
Basically.
Someone was like, "Yeah, I can invest. I'm willing to
Yeah.
invest 25K, but I want to talk to y'all and you know get to know y'all more and blah blah blah." We were like, "Let's go!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we don't have to put up our own capital anymore." We go there and wait and wait and wait and wait.
Stood
and
up.
It's just not happening, and I couldn't believe it. Honestly, I was in total denial. I was like, well, maybe he's stuck in traffic. You know how Georgia traffic is.
That's the dynamic of our relationship. She's
Yeah.
a pure optimist. I'm not a pure, like, what's it called? The opposite of an optimist.
Pessimist.
Yeah, I'm not a full-on pessimist, but I just tell myself, all right,
Ah, it ain't happening.
it's not gonna happen. Like, just tell yourself it's not gonna happen, so you can just still be in the game. Because
Right.
remember, someone already invested 50K, so now she's riding on us to bring her to the finish line. Because I was like, ain't no way I'm giving you this money back. We're making fucking Lanier.
Yeah,
After
oh,
she
yeah.
invested that, I was
Right.
like, we are making this shit.
If it's just with that, then that's what it's gonna be.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's what my mindset was.
Yeah.
So another executive producer. Oh, okay.
Nice.
She get-
Now she loves
she's
you.
Yeah,
nice.
she gets you.
Oh,
Finally,
good
Pookie.
job.
She's like, okay, I can get down with y'all now.
Dylan gang.
I told you, it's when you don't pay attention.
Yeah, see, now she loves you. She don't even care about you anymore.
Yeah,
Chooch. At first she was barking.
I know.
She's like DMX.
But
Now she wants to love.
Come on, boy.
so we had another executive
Fuck your
producer.
look herself.
Let me lick your lips.
She's a girl. She's a girl, bro.
Yeah, she's just a girl.
Let me lick your
Maybe you
lips.
can't let her go.
Do you
I
know?
just don't want her to
Do you
do
know
this.
these people who are
don't think
making
she will.
like synchronic
Little
voices
voiceovers?
over animals?
Yeah, yeah. I did one with a cat.
Really?
It's on TikTok.
All right,
All right,
so
let's keep it moving.
let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
We're
So,
almost done, guys.
one of our other executive producers, he actually got us in contact with someone who invested 10K into the film.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're at 60K. Now
and
we
then
only
he,
need.
the guy that got us in contact with him, he's also one of the lead roles, and he invested 2.5K,
Okay.
and the
Yeah.
rest was us.
The rest was us. So we had to come up with
$36,785.
Oh damn, you know it exactly. Okay.
Damn, and
Yeah.
22 cents.
Yeah.
So we had to come up with that to finish it, honestly.
But that's not bad. At least you got other people believing.
Oh, for sure.
So we had other people believe in it, and that brought the film's total to like 100K to put it in the can.
98K to be exact, but yeah.
Over
But
100K now,
100K
though.
now.
Yeah. Because we did some advertising, but we really didn't advertise a lot.
No, because the money went up to the production. So
Yeah.
Well, I will say, you know, if you had to get the million, you'd have to get $1 million back, which, of course, I know is possible.
Right.
But
Oh,
now
heck
all
yeah.
you got to get is 100K back, and then you at least break even. So if you make 200K, you doubled the profit.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
If you end up making this $1 million, which is still possible for sure,
Yeah.
you
we
get
get
it
to keep
times
more.
10.
Yeah.
For
I mean,
sure.
no, we agree.
That's
yeah.
how I look at it.
Yeah, that's the good side. I'm not really. Oh shit. I'm not really upset about the budget or anything. I am. It's like.
You just want with the larger budget, you could have made it longer.
Yeah.
And got everything you wanted out of it as a writer.
Exactly.
yeah.
Like it's like we're proud. Like it's a huge achievement, and we're proud of the movie we made. But we also know what it could have been.
Right.
So that's that one thing where we're like, oh man, like this, it could have been so much more. But at the end of the day, we're still like the first ones to make a Lanier movie, and we can say like we made an actual featured film, and we didn't give up because there was, if anybody knows about Lake Lanier, and there's a lot of controversy and
Yeah, sure.
a lot of the hauntedness aspect, and I feel like there was so many things like thrown at us where everybody else would have gave up and we didn't. Like we were like, nah, we doing this, and there might have been some hauntedness stuff
So,
in it too.
Give me an
Are
example.
y'all still going to Lake Lanier?
Oh no, absolutely not.
Give me an example.
We went
I am the
we
only
went up
person
there
who wanna
enough
see
for a
that shit,
lifetime.
bro.
We're not going back up there. We had to
There's
drive up
people
there
that
so
wanna
many
go.
times.
For example, we went
Can you-
location scouting.
Can you give me that water real quick?
Um,
Just real quick.
We went location scouting in this mansion, and we were pretty much sold. Like we were already like, yeah, we're gonna film this here. And tell me why this was our first time being at Lake Lanier, looking at a location and someone is drowning, and I see it. Like
Really?
I
Oh,
see
wow.
police, boats, and ambulance, and I literally look out the window and I'm like, guys, I think something's happening over there. And then the owner of the house, he goes, oh yeah, I think someone drowned. And he took us on the boat. He's like, let's go take a look. And I was like,
Let's
I
go
really,
take a look. You trying to get us drowned too? Stay
yeah.
right here.
And tell me why he's on the boat with us. And he was like, I lied to y'all about something. And my instinct was literally, he about to kill
Oh, we
us.
gonna die.
He about to kill, because he was white too. I was like, he about to kill us.
Sound like the little Atlanta intro.
Yeah.
Like they was in there. It's like, you don't know the secret.
Yeah. Literally, we were so scared. We were scared. But it was something totally like,
Turn this back around now.
yeah, basically. That's how I felt. Yeah.
Right now.
So
Yeah,
how
we're
do you
proud.
guys feel about the project? Is it everything or close to what you want it to be? Are you proud of it?
No, we're proud of it. Yeah, definitely. It's
Absolutely.
it's not I wouldn't say it's everything we wanted it to be, but it's
A condensed version.
it's a condensed version and still somehow more than what we wanted it to be. Like I think now that we're seeing how it like catches on and stuff, and how successful it's at, how successful it is at 2 months. I think we didn't expect that. Like, well, I low-key did because I'm an optimist, but
I absolutely did.
he didn't. And at some point, that kind of rubs off on you, and I was like, well, I don't know, we'll see.
So I can
But-
tell you, I can really tell you, it's a really nice movie. I even watched it twice, like I just.
Thank you.
And you still
like
want
I
to
just
go.
said. And I still want to go, bro. It was making me like researching what I was watching that movie.
And that right there is what we wanted. And as long as that's happening,
You see?
and we made that impact for people to like research and actually educate themselves, then we won. Like it's not all about the money. Like our main focus was to make an
Highlight it.
impact.
Yeah.
And highlight the history
Yeah.
and raise awareness of like, hey, you don't want to go swimming in there because you can literally die
Right.
Yeah.
just like that.
Somebody
Yeah.
going tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Somebody probably swimming in this weather.
Yeah, because when you think about it, like,
Many deaths in 1 year.
if we
Yeah.
think about like everything that we did, like gross-wise, we're probably only a quarter away from like actually like breaking even.
Gross.
What's up?
Gross.
I think we're half.
Gross.
But you,
without
Do you have to
Amazon
pay
taking
everyone?
the cut.
Yeah, you gotta
Do you
catch
have to
everyone
pay
out.
everyone back, like with
Yeah.
interest, or?
No.
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 So
Just
when
say
so
roll.
when someone crowdfunds, they just give you the money. You just give it back when you're done.
I mean, if someone crowdfunds,
That's totally
technically,
different.
Oh,
it's like,
different.
okay, I'm gonna give you a T-shirt for $20, but you're
Okay.
giving me $20 for my movie. I ain't got to pay back nobody if you crowdfund.
Okay.
Our investors, technically, they all have a stake in like the LLC, and they all have points. So
Yeah.
everyone's entitled to their money back, and
Yeah.
then after that, we make more because we're giving more points because we're the directors and writers.
Yeah,
they still make
directors.
money too.
Yeah, they
They
still
do
make
too,
money too.
uh-huh.
Exactly.
And
but they,
then
Okay.
parts of like the lead actors, they get a percentage. And,
yeah. So
and some of the crew.
yeah, so technically, if Amazon didn't take half of which they did,
Y'all
Oh,
would've
that's
been
what you.
fine.
Yeah, yeah. Then we
we're
are.
probably at
You would have been hot.
68.
Up.
Yeah.
we would be close to like already breaking even.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
No.
love you, Amazon, but damn.
but dang,
Yeah.
exactly. They just take
50?
a lot.
But still a
50%.
blessing though. Still a
Yeah.
blessing.
That's a
Hey,
lot.
for that, I'm gonna need y'all on set with the shirt. I'm gonna need this to look legit.
Hey,
I'm
all
gonna
right.
need somebody on Amazon holding the camera. Something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Y'all need to be a part of my production.
Amazon's
Yeah.
crazy, but their platform is like the best when it comes to like.
It is, but
You know?
I need some more help. I
I
don't want
know.
just to.
Yeah.
If you
I
get,
hear
if
you.
you getting 50, I'm gonna need you to redo my script. I'm gonna need.
Exactly.
I'm gonna need you
Or
to
put us on the front page.
Yeah,
or
I'm gonna
like
need
feature.
something.
Yeah.
If y'all
Exactly.
doing 50, I'm gonna need y'all to do a little bit more. Y'all need to put a budget in, and y'all just do the whole advertising budget or something.
But
Or
they-
Man,
They
digitally
know.
or something. Hey, put it on top for a week as the banner or something. Y'all
Yeah.
getting 50.
yeah.
Y'all getting
Yeah.
50.
No, it's a lot. It's a lot, man.
Yeah.
Like I hear you.
But I think it's the factor of like
What would you have to do
Like,
to get on the banner?
there's
To get on the front?
206.
You gotta
There's-
pay them that money still.
Yeah,
So
oh,
I gotta
absolutely.
make the money.
So-
Y'all already getting 50. Then I gotta pay y'all more.
For sure, because
sure.
we're not an Amazon original. We're just an independent company selling on
We're a
Amazon.
little production.
We're a little production. They don't care about us.
So
Yeah.
are they able to like still purchase the movie and you become an Amazon original type thing? Or is
I
that
think-
like
Nah, they fund you up front, right?
Nah. So basically, all right. So as an independent filmmaker, if I want to sell it on Amazon, they don't give me any money. They're like, we're giving you a privilege that you can sell this on Amazon. So we're gonna make money
Yeah.
off of you. We're not giving you no money. We're
50
making
is
money off of
crazy,
you.
though.
50% is crazy.
Yeah.
It
But
definitely
there's
is. That's why.
206 million people
Yeah.
on Amazon. That's how they get you. Like they're like, well, everybody knows about Amazon Prime and it's easy
But I gotta
access.
pay money.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I feel you.
That's
Yeah.
why. That's why I hear you with like. That's why I told you like Boosie, like how he sells his movies directly to people, right? I was like, wow, I wish we would have maybe went the more direct to consumer route of just like go to our website, you buy the movie for $5.99, then you can buy it for $11.99 if you want to keep it forever. Because then we're entitled to all of that money.
Yeah.
But then you run into the factor of what sounds better, my movie's on Amazon or my movie's on laniermovie.com.
And instantly people just
You right.
gravitate.
It's kind of like that way with music
Yeah.
too. You got your stuff on Apple Music,
Yeah.
Spotify, and all this other stuff.
There
It's
you
like,
go.
Okay, you serious? But then you tell them, yeah, I got music. You want to go
Right.
listen to SoundCloud?
Hell no.
Somebody's
Yeah.
looking at you
Crazy.
like, I don't got no SoundCloud, man.
There you go. So
Man,
that's
those
the
are the days.
that's the game we're
People
in.
still using SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I just got
Swear a lot
I
of the
made a song. I made a
artists-
song and they wanted to take 75% of the song.
And you told them
Absolutely.
hell no, right?
I still haven't told them anything.
Okay, good.
75% of the
That's
song.
crazy.
Yeah.
And what's the other credentials on it though?
The other things was they wanted to pay me money up front. It was good money, but I think it was just the first offer they gave me.
Okay,
Not
you
a
can
good
probably
one.
try
if you,
again.
but if you
But is
think
it just
about-
one song though?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
one
gonna hold you,
song.
man. If you ain't tied to the song like that,
And make
Of
sure
course,
you read.
it's not just one song, but like imagine how much money they're making out of that song.
They're making a lot. You
you
better
gonna get your name.
Hey, Martin's cool.
He's probably here.
All right.
You better off going independent. But yeah,
All right,
Yeah.
y'all. So look.
I'm already independent.
So look, we're gonna wrap this up, man. Anything y'all want to say about the film? If anyone who want to check it out,
Yeah, absolutely.
You know
Well,
him
once our
already.
dog is done. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Marvin. Hey, Bella.
Pookie.
I guess not.
Just getting off her. Pookie, hey, ma'am. Sit,
Bella girl, what
See-
you gonna do?
sit.
Nothing.
Pookie, we're trying to promote the
Take a
movie.
seat over there if you want to.
wait, Marlon, wait right here.
All right.
What y'all want to say?
Okay, so where am I looking at? This one?
Either or.
Either or.
Right there.
So if you want to watch Lanier, you can go to Amazon. They will take 50%, but it's fine. You can rent or buy the movie on Amazon. You can literally just type in Lanier movie and it'll pop up. Or you can go to Vimeo. And can they search Lanier movie on Vimeo?
I think so. Just type in Lanier Vimeo
Yeah.
on Google, and then you'll be brought to Vimeo. We keep
Yeah.
90% of that. So if you buy it on Vimeo, it's better.
It's better for us.
It's better for us. But yeah.
But yeah, that's how
Shout
you
out to
can.
Vimeo.
Vimeo,
Oh, yeah, shout out
Vimeo's
to
great.
Vimeo.
Now, there's
It's
a
just-
whole nother side of problems with Vimeo, though.
Yeah.
And that's where you're like, oh my gosh, like Amazon really is.
It's
So
the better
Vimeo,
option.
basically, you can't watch it on your TV on Vimeo.
Because the app is not supported anymore on TV devices. They took that away.
Anymore. What
But
happened?
they're still
Computers.
advertising, saying like, you can watch this on Roku TV and Fire TV. That's why we're like, oh, we're gonna sue y'all.
They
Because
don't, they
we
don't do
were-
that anymore, by the way.
Oh, they don't do it anymore?
It's not on their page anymore. So
Oh,
they know
well, we
now.
were going to sue them because we were under the impression that people can watch our movie on their TV, and
So
they
you gotta
can't.
use your cell phone and connect it to your TV. pretty
Yes.
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to go through all that.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of in our audience. There's a lot of older people, like
Yeah,
people
so
that
you
live on
tryna
the
do
lake.
all of that
They
extra
don't.
stuff.
They don't know about this stuff. We had to literally email like probably 300 to 400 people with instructions to tell them how to watch the movie on their TV.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
Tough.
that's tough.
So that's why Amazon is kind of the winner.
Yeah, because you buy it on the app, and then you're like, oh, I can just put this on my
It's on
smart
my
TV
TV.
real
Just
quick.
type in
So
Amazon.
if you have even if you have Prime, you still make the purchase, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But could you stream it from Prime or no?
Yeah. You can. Yeah.
So if you have Prime, you could just watch it.
Oh no, you
Oh
still
no,
gotta
you still
buy
have
it
to
or
pay
rent
for it. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Just
still gotta buy it or
letting the
rent.
people with Amazon.
Come on
know.
now.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't
Even
know.
if,
They don't know.
Yeah.
even if you have Prime, you still gotta buy the film because we'll
Yeah.
make more when you buy or rent it versus just a free stream.
Yeah.
And so that's the difference between Amazon Original and having your film on there.
There you
Yeah.
go.
With
Exactly.
that,
Amazon
they would just
Original
watch
is
it
like,
straight.
You just stream it.
Amazon's like, I want to
Yeah.
buy your film because
Gotcha.
I feel like we'll make more
you
money.
already, you already got your money. They're like, all right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they're going to put you on the banner and use your
There
movie.
you
You're
go.
like, oh man, we got
Yeah.
the #1 movie. No,
There you go.
we as Amazon got the #1.
And why are they doing? Why are they doing that though? Because they paid you, the creator, for your film. So they're like, well, we just paid you like $2 million, so you better believe we about to make $20 million off
Exactly.
you.
Would you do a deal like that, or would you rather just be independent?
It would depend. For Lanier, I would probably take the deal,
Okay.
just because there's more, I think, in the game for people to prove. I think off the first go around, you kind of prove to people like, okay, we know what we're doing. You got your investment back and then some.
Yeah.
But now, if you just put me in the seat, and if I invest in something and I don't over leverage, and I'm like, if I lose this money, I lose this money.
Yeah.
Then I don't care. I want the best outcome for that monetarily, because then I'm like, well, if it comes back, it comes back. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I got more benefit in that than if I put someone in here who invested $50,000 and they invested this and they're
Yeah.
hitting me up like, when are we gonna make the money back? When is this gonna happen? I'd rather just take a deal, because now it's bigger than me. I got to worry about y'all too.
Yeah. And the investors. Yeah.
Exactly. But if it's only us, then I'm like, no, let's just ride it until the wheels fall off, or until
absolutely.
if it has like that markability of like Lanier. I think every movie's different, but definitely I can see why Boosie, for instance, like he decided to just make his whole thing independent because Netflix wanted to give him like $1 million just for it. But it's little Boosie. He's like I can make $1 million probably just this month if I just sell
Do
it
a
direct to
couple
you, because
shows.
everyone
Yeah.
knows me.
Yeah.
You got to offer me more if you want my movie.
Yeah.
You got to offer me 10 or like 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
So-
Multi-millions.
Exactly. But if we had like bigger name actors and stuff, yeah, I would probably try to
Oh,
sell it
absolutely.
independently. If
Yeah.
they're going to market it to the actors and that's in the contract,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So, because if we had like a Selena Gomez in one of our movies and she promotes it and she says, I'm in this movie,
Oh, best
how many
believe,
people are going to buy it?
best
If it's
believe
good
her
and Selena's in it,
audience- Yeah.
you're probably going to make more than selling it to just a company.
She just started a new show, and I was like, I'm getting Food Network just to watch this.
There you go. That's what I mean.
That's
See?
what we doing.
That's when you don't
that's
really
how
need
marketers
anybody.
work.
Yeah.
Names.
Mm-hmm.
That's that organic marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, y'all. I think we're going to call it a show.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, our very special guests. We really appreciate and enjoy y'all for coming out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shout out to Delo D, my man.
Shout out to y'all.
Els Falco, you got anything to say to the people?
Hey man, we doing our thing. Too turned up. We out.
We out.